Hello, Fruit Force. This is Captain Fruit reporting for duty, and today I want to talk about the days of play. As if you know my channel, I'm looking for a deal, and I like to share a potential deal or discuss what might or might not even be a deal. And just the other day, Sony released the days of play from June 3rd to 17th, where you can get 30% off 12 months or 20% off 3 months of their network service. Now, if you know, since PlayStation 3, when they went to PlayStation 4, you now have to pay to be online, and this is for PlayStation Plus and things. Now, there is some benefits to that and things of that nature. Maybe you tried it for the 14-day period, and then afterwards you stopped it because you didn't want to pay the monthly price. Now might be another time to jump on it and get the 12 months because it's 30% off. It's a limited time offer. As I said, it ends on the 17th. An ongoing subscription with a recurring fee will be charged for if you do the 3 months or the 12 months, depending on your selection, plus any tax until you cancel it. So be wary there. It doesn't just stop after that. It's going to continuously charge you on your payment method. But now might be a good time to check this out. If you have some online games that you've been wanting to play, now might be the time to do it. So for example, I did the trial, 14 days. I have a lot of multiplayer games, or ones with campaigns that have a multiplayer element, like Friday the 13th, and Call of Duty World War II, and Black Ops 4, I think it is, and several other ones. And so now I have a good time to jump it for the 12-month period with that 30% off. Now let's also look at what else you get currently with that. I'm not a big fan, I will say, with what they tend to offer for the monthly free stuff. It's not that big a deal. Like the last one gave you Farm Simulator, which I wasn't really big and happy with. Now other people might be interested too in the monthly, the game service here. You can do that, but let's see what you get free this month around. Well, as I said, last month it was just not good. Farm Simulator is pretty much all you really got for it. So here we are. Okay, more info there. Blah 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 blah. Get in there. There's deals under $20. Here's the plus stuff. Right now you get Call of Duty World War II for free. So hey, if you want to do this, get PlayStation Plus. Get this right now. Download World War II. Hit me up. We can play some World War II together. Okay. So leave it in the comments, DM me, find me on Twitter if you want, and hit me up. Say, hey, if I'm not where you can talk to me because we're not friended, hit me up and just send me a message there, and then say, hey, DM me, and we'll see about maybe if we can get together and play some World War II together. You also get Star Wars Battlefront 2, if I don't recall properly here. This one was heavily loaded with microtransactions, so but it is there. They've recently added some more of their PlayStation Hits titles. They tend to be a little pricey. In some cases, I think this is good. In some cases, I think it's bad. Where it's good is when there are games that you can't find for a cheap price. But I tend to hit garage sales and swap meets if I can, use retail game stores and things like that. Sometimes you can find these games cheaper physical. So if you want it physical, go that way. Now, granted, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have like the PlayStation 2 or whatever like in that regard. And so you can't play these games on a hardware console. Though I'm hoping for a PlayStation 5, it will be backwards compatible, like we're hearing hints to, because then I can play those discs on there and have them run through, and maybe even have that upscaled and things. Right now I have running through my RetroTink, and it does look really good. So there's that. Like here we go. There's Injustice 2. I have that physical copy. That's $5, but for a digital, once again, I'm old school. I prefer physical, but there is a lot of opportunity here, and so to get some games maybe that you couldn't find for a good price might be worth checking out. Let's get back here. So ultimately, I just wanted to share that really quick here, that there's some potential deals here with the 30% off with the limited time offer. So right now that's $41.99 for 12 months. That's get you online. You also get other things with that, like using the cloud to back up saves, which could be nice. Maybe you find that you have a PlayStation 3 or something that's starting to die and you want to back up those things right now, or other device. It might be a good time to do that. So you also get exclusive Fortnite stuff, which isn't anything super fancy. I did download like a skin or something like that. But you do get discounts if you're a digital gamer. This might be a really good time, by the way, because you can get those discounts too on digitally. Once again, I'm more of a physical so it's not as good for me. But hey, this might be a good time for you to try right now to see if there's anything here that you want. So, for example, that celebration pack, by the way, for Fortnite, I have that. Big whoopee. So anyway, this might be a good time for you to try it with that discount to see if you like it. Once again, yeah, you could get the discount and then drop it if you don't like that. But also, I said I'm on it right now. My goal is I just paid for another month, unfortunately. So I'm wondering if they take the people like me. Probably not. I probably don't get a special discount now if I want to bump it up and change it. I paid for the 3 months, and the next time I think I'm going to up it to a year if I continue to like it. But as I said, I don't get into it much for the free games because the free games are not usually, in my opinion, the best. They tend to offer games, and I mean that nice as possible. Just, they're games, older games are games that you can get for cheap anyway, and I tend to be a little bit more how do I put it this way? I like the physical playing. I'm not a big fan of digital because anything is digital can be gone. That's one thing I do want to make sure I make it a point to as well, is if you do use these games and you download those and you get their service, you do not have access to those games once you discontinue your service. So you only have access to that library that you downloaded until you quit the service. So you have to keep paying. So be wary of that. So just, it is what it is. You'll have access to Call of Duty Warzone. Now, granted, if you have a good computer and things, you can play those too. But there's a lot on here that you might want to check out. And now with the price point being free, my best favorite price, I must say, there's some things that might be worth checking out. All right. Well, speaking of free things and things of that nature, if there's a free game that you know about that you think I might enjoy, leave that in the comments below. Something that I may have missed, I would definitely like to hear about that. If you think this is a good opportunity for you now with Days of Play, let me know that as well. I'd be happy to hear that. And once again, most definitely, if you want to play a game with me, hit me up. Even if it's a game that I haven't mentioned, I might have it. Maybe we can do it. Like, for example, I've been looking for somebody to play Borderlands the pre-sequel. I haven't started it yet. Those are games I like to play with somebody. So things like that nature, if you want to play a game like that. I'm not big into the RPGs, though, so it's just no offense to them. I'm not saying they're good or bad games. I'm just saying I don't have time to dedicate the amount of massive hours that are required to play those. All right, people. Well, thank you for taking this time. If you think this might be a good opportunity, I hope you find it worth your while. Until next time, keep it frugal. I want to make sure I take a moment to thank the people that helped make this video possible. I consider you producers of this channel and of this show. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. So I'd like to thank Rags, Comic Boom, Pop Size, The Frag Minion, Warren JB, Lynchnut, David Osenwitz, sorry if I mispronounced your name, and A Penny for Your Dimes. I also want to thank the people that like to remain anonymous and anybody else that has contributed to this channel in the past. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. If you find yourself in a position you can help and you want to see your name here too as a producer credit, go ahead and look down in the links below. There will be a Patreon, a subscribe star, as well as a one-time donation, and you can see your name up here too. Thank you.